Well, welcome to the call, everyone. It's Thursday, June the 8th. Hard to believe, June the 8th, 2017. Don Carson, Blue Diamond, here up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Just back from a trip to Asheville, North Carolina, where I shared some of our Valentus story with some great folks. And I'm blessed to be able to have a chance this evening to share 30 minutes of time with all of you to be able to give you an idea of what it is about this great company, why we're so excited, and where we're going with Valentus in 2017 and beyond. You know, I'm an interesting character. I came to this business without having a real network marketing background. I'm a traditional business guy. My wife Nancy and I have a couple of different businesses. She has a wedding pavilion and restaurant, and I have a distribution company. And at one point I had 6 retail stores. Now I'm down to 1, which I'll tell you a little bit about because times are changing. We all know that. But my past successes were in traditional networking in the sense of infomercial products. I would infomercial sell products on TV across Canada, had the exclusive rights to 2 of the hottest fitness products in the Canadian history, ran with those products for almost 15 years, different times, and had great success. During that time, I saw a lot of changes in the way the businesses were doing things. Obviously, traditional business is now in a little bit of a troubled state because of the way internet is challenging retail. In fact, it's kind of something I read just today where they say, you know what, the retail bubble has burst. And it's interesting because I don't want to be a negative guy here in this call, but I want to give you some reality checking. And so today, as a business guy that has switched his hat now to the network marketing industry, I truly believe this is a better way to do business. And folks, welcome to Valentus. If this is your first time listening to it, it's a great evening to share because it's Thursday night, and it's what we call Thursday Night Leapfrog Thursdays. And what that means is at 12 o'clock Central Time tonight, if you were to build your business or start your business where you get in where you fit in and purchase a product, a 3-pack, a 6-pack, or a 16-pack, you will have a chance to lock in your position and potentially leapfrog over a number of different people that are just sitting on the fence and taking a look. So that's why we love Thursdays, and it's a great starting point for many of you that are on this call for the very, very first time. So I congratulate you for taking the time and joining me here this evening. And I'm excited to have a couple of guests and just give you a little history. So Valentus, let's talk about it. It started back in 2014, had about a half a year of business under its belt, and it did around $300,000 and $400,000 worth of business. And that was based on one product and then a second product, but not a lot of products. And what I love about where we are now in year 3 is that in year 2 we added coffee. In year 3, we've added the Max product and the Breakthrough. And what's interesting is we have a transition now from a company that had one product in the beginning, which was our energy product, to a multiple stream wellness category led by an incredible Italian dark roast coffee. So when you think about finding where you fit in this business or in the product category, there's something here now for everyone. Let me just touch on that. We have an active lifestyle package now where people can say, look, I don't need to lose weight, but you know what? I would sure like to have a little bit more edge in my step, or I'd like to have a little bit more of a workout result. So we have an active lifestyle product category, which has our great Max product, our energy, and our immune product. We have an accelerated weight loss pack where you can start off with our cleanse and use our Spark Plug Max product with our SlimRoast, your choice, Brazilian or Italian. And of course, we have our 12 and 24 plan, which is where you would use a SlimRoast product, a trim, and an immune product. Or mix and match, pick what you want and get in where you fit in. And that's the beauty of Valentus. We're not going to tell you have to do anything in particular. We're going to give you a chance to have a choice on all of these great products. Now let's talk a little bit about timing. When you think about 400,000 in 2014, 3 million in 2015, 32 million in 2016, and we are now record-breaking months and growing in 2017 as we expand around the world. Wow, do you have an opportunity? And that's what attracted me, a traditional businessman, to Valentus. You see, I'm a guy that likes to be in a trend going in the right direction. I don't want to be fighting that trend, and I'm finding that in one of my business today in retail, it is a trend that I'm fighting. And as I said, that is a real challenge right now because of the fact that social media is, in fact, taking and being given a chance where you have a negative statement that's said on, say, social media, and a retail store's got to combat that and do 10, 12, 15 different messages back and forth, and suddenly a group of people gang up on them. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's the challenges in traditional business today where the world has a voice. Now, that can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. In our world now, when we find a better way to share products, products and services amongst people that we care about, it's a good thing, because people will listen to you when you talk to them about things that you believe in from your heart. So we're in the right path of growth right now, which is exciting for all of us that are on this train already. Now, one of the things that got my attention very early in the Valentus business was, in fact, the products. You see, my wife and I were in a boating accident, and we almost lost our lives. And at that point in time, all of the wealth we had accumulated, we had finally realized that we had not created enough cash flow for all the assets that we had accumulated to keep paying for. And so our kids would be challenged with trying to keep on that lifestyle. We looked at each other and said, man, we got to do something a little different here and create some cash flow. And that's kind of how we found Valentus. Mike McClanahan introduced it to us. We said, listen, we'll take a look at the products, we'll try it. When they started to work for us, it was so easy to tell people what we were doing, and the rest is history. That was August 2015. Today it's coming up almost on our 2-year anniversary this August. We went to the Blue Diamond level. We are actively pursuing heading off to the Royal level and beyond. We are all in, loving everything about Valentus. So there's where we came from. That's how we got here. There's a little history of what Valentus has to offer you in terms of the growth in the future. And now let's talk a little bit about what's not working in society today. You see, right now there is a plan that was just embedded into our head. And you know what? I heard John Aremza say on one of his tapes one day, he heard it from another motivational speaker, how we have been flea trained all our lives, you know, where we have always been sort of bred to say, hey, work for the man or do your job and put in 40 years and retire on what? 40% of what it is you earn? And you know what? When we get hit over the head enough times and we eventually stop getting hit and we just sort of stay in one spot, and they say a flea will do that until you can take the lid off of that jar, and they'll just stay in that one spot and they'll die in that jar. They won't even fly away anymore because they flea trained them. And that's society as a kid. We get trained to just sort of conform, and we're not allowed to really dream and step out of our comfort zone and go for it. And what Valentus offers you in this call tonight is a chance for you to do something slightly different, a chance for you to help yourself dream again, a chance for you to do things in a better way. And I believe in business today, 50% of all of us one day will be in a home-based business. There's studies that are saying that. And you know what? I choose Valentus, and we're all in, my wife Nancy and I. 3 different companies right now that we own and operate between us, some 200 employees that we actually employ during the summer months, which you can imagine is taxing on us as well as taxing in terms of trying to be in business, because you know what? In government in Canada, they'll tax you for having too many employees. It's an interesting strategy that certainly doesn't reward business people, but it isn't that way in the networking arena. We get rewarded for helping others be successful, and that's the beauty of this industry. The network marketing industry is about empowering people to get started and find in terms a great product and a great company. Now let's talk about the company a little bit further. It's a debt-free company that tends to buy everything with cash and builds assets so that we have a future to build on. We have great products that we have inventory paid for. We don't owe anybody anything. We've got a growth story continue. We've never missed a check. Every Friday we pay our personnel around the world. We're open in over 60 countries around the world in terms of our point, click, and share business, and we have 2 businesses right now that are open full on for retail activity, which is in the United States and the Philippines, and more countries coming online over the next weeks and months ahead. That's exciting. Let me also give you another analogy. There's great companies back in the 1800s, the late 1800s, the top direct sellers industry company in the world, actually, believe it or not, is Avon. They do billions and billions of dollars, but they've been around for a long, long time. There's other ones like Amway and other great names out there that do billions and billions of dollars. They started on a path in 1959, Amway. They continue today to attract people on a regular basis. Now you look at Valentus and our story today, and we've got around 100,000 customers in our field and reps around the world, and we have just basically started. I like to use the analogy when I look at, in Canada, the Tim Hortons franchise. In 1 hour, there's not even, you could count the cars in a city, and there's 100,000 cars going through a Tim Hortons drive-through probably every hour in a major city in Canada. That's opportunity. When you think about the world is our database, and all we need to do is point, click, and share and offer them coffee that they lose weight or whatever other product we have in our portfolio. So that's an exciting part of our timing, and I really believe that you found your home here if you look at this as a earn and learn process. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about earning and learning. In university, you'll go to school and you'll spend year after year after year, and you know what? They come out of school with debt. They come out of there with knowledge, but they come out of school with debt. and there's no guarantee they have a job that they actually trained on. Well, you could be in the Valentus world with our 12 and 24.life training program, which we offer you for free, and you can earn and learn over the next 1, 2, 3, 5 years. And you know what? At the end of the day, you can be at whatever level you choose to be at based on your level of commitment on the learning process. Okay, so we like to say here in Valentus, you can earn and learn at the same time. And as my wife always says, the learning is in the doing, so we want to show you how to get started in our business. Let's talk about the products. And now I'm going to ask my wife, Nancy, and throw her on the spot for about 3 minutes here. Nancy, star 6, honey, can you come off and just share a little bit about the 6 great products so that the folks on the call can hear a little bit about the Valentus product story?
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that. I was trying to call from my cell phone because Don finds that our phones get conflicting if we're both on the same line. So he was talking about the SlimRoast Coffee, which has been incredible. You now have the option of both the Brazilian and the Italian, or as in Don and my case, we have an Italian in the morning and a Brazilian in the afternoon, followed by a trim that you have just before dinner. That's about a half an hour before your dinner. I find I have mine while I'm making dinner. Then I find that I don't make my way through my dinner tasting as I go along. And then an immune a half an hour or even at bedtime to help you sleep. I'd have to say in our household, everyone in our house takes the immune. It's an amazing product. That's the 12 and 24 program. We also have the energy, and I love the energy. I never ever want to steal its thunder. It's an incredible product. You can utilize it at any point in time throughout your day. I know my husband likes to have his before his workout, first thing in the morning, and I like to have mine while I'm doing my workout. I love the energy product. New to us, our new products, is our Prevail Max, which is the outstanding, incredible little spark plug that gets everything started for you, the oxidization and of your blood, and the next product is our breakthrough product. And our breakthrough product is incredible. We have an AM and a PM. The morning AM is jam-packed full of appetite suppressant, so much so that I have to remind myself to eat. It's a probiotic. It's incredible for good gut flora. And the PM is the antifungal property. It's more like a tea. The AM has no flavor whatsoever, which I love, and I tend to add it to my SlimRoast because of that. It's heat stabilized, which is incredible, and I love the fact that because it's heat stabilized and it's convenient and it's in a package, doesn't need to be refrigerated, you can take it anywhere you want. I love that all of our products are so simple. All you do is add water, for the exception of our Prevail Max, which couldn't be simpler. You just open up your mouth and spray 4 times under the tongue for absolute absorption. Those are our product line, and it's incredible. It's been changing lives, and I love hearing the stories that come back to us. And I'm going to go back to Don.
Thanks, honey. And one of the things I just want to share about the aloe vera in the immune product is it actually works on your digestive system, and at least that's what we found here, and that's what we've read about. And that's probably where good health starts, is in your stomach. So do your own research. You'll love our products. They're incredible. Now, you've heard there's products that have changed through the years, and you can hear now that we have a growth story. There's people that are on this call. I'm going to call on here, a gal out of Saskatoon. Her name's Deb Caladine. And I want you to share with us a little bit about the last year. You see, sometimes when we say earn and learn, you know what is a good example is that you start in this industry not knowing where you want to go, and then all of a sudden you just stay consistent. So Deb, I know you're there. Talk about consistency in terms of being in this network business for the first time in your life.
Okay, thanks for having me on the call tonight, Dawn, as a guest. You've been an amazing upline leader, and I appreciate your support. I believe you can do this as part-time or as full-time as you want. That's the beauty of this industry. I did it very part-time for the first year I was in it, and I quit my full-time job back in February to do this full-time. But whatever you decide to do, I believe being 100% committed to learning something new every single day. Whether it's reading an article, following other network marketing leaders, just investing time every day in being a better you is super important. I truly believe that leaders are readers, and I have to say that in the past year, I've ditched the magazines and the romance novels for books that are going to help me and my team succeed. I learned a few things this morning. I was listening to Eric Worre. He was interviewing a gentleman in the industry who said a few things that kind of caught my attention. And he was an ex-banker that quit his job after being in a network marketing company for for about 6 months. He said, "It's hard to serve two masters. It's better to dive in than play it safe. And like a horse with blinders on, work hard, stay focused, and don't care so much about what other people think." Setting realistic goals, I believe, is extremely important. It's a lot like going on a diet. After the first week, you're feeling a bit better. The weeks pass by and you're staying consistent. Eventually, after a few months, you're starting to notice the results from all the hard work you've put in. Ask anyone that competes. It takes months and years to build that body. You literally become obsessed with it. And the more people, I believe that more people need to be obsessed with network marketing because, like Jim Rohn says, it's the big wave of the future, and I couldn't agree more. I honestly believe that the more passionate and obsessed you become, the more people will start to listen to you, the more people will respect you, and even start reaching out to you. I've received numerous messages from people lately that are actually thanking me for being so open, energetic, and positive, not just on Facebook, but when you meet people, be genuine, be interested in them, and just love on them, like Peggy DeSalle says. Love you, Peggy. You never know who's watching, so keep it real, stay positive, and reach out to people. Most people are dying to have connections with others. So be that light in their life, reach out, and see how you can truly be a friend and help them. When people see your passion, it shows, sorry?
Yeah, no, Devin, what I was going to say to you there as we move forward is that's what I complimented you on today as you move towards the Diamond ranking this month, is your consistency. And you know what, folks, for you new people, this is somebody who's just been consistently now just sharing her positivity, and the folks are listening and they're watching, and all of a sudden we're watching her hit the leaderboard.
When people see your passion, it shows credibility, especially in network marketing, right? Because there are people that jump from company to company. So if you're all in and obsessed about the products, the company, and you're going to the top like I am, show it to the world. Don't worry about what others say or think, and just be you.
That's great. Good job. So that's just an example of somebody that came here, didn't know what they were doing. They've committed to it. They've actually understood it. They've become a student of the industry, and off they go. So you know what? That's what's fascinating. You don't know who you know. And Deb and I met about a year and a little bit ago at a trade show, and she's put in an awful lot of people through her people, and it's a connection. Now, I want to go 20 years back. I have a friend of mine from Asheville, North Carolina. His name's Bob Bell. You're a diamond in our company. And, Bob, just want to touch on something here.
Hello, Don. Thanks for having me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Listen, let's talk about history. So for those of you on the call for the first time, don't think that your database is the people who are sitting across from you at your work or across the street in your neighborhood. Yes, maybe they'll join you in your business when you do some portfolio sharing. But 20 years back, Bob and I were friends, and we hooked back up and said, here's what we're doing. And, Bob, what's fascinating to me about this business is that I don't even know who you know. And just recently, we were just in Asheville, myself, just the last couple of days, and you introduced me to a really interesting guy. His name is Larry Ormby, and we're going to get him on the call here. So, Bob, I'm going to let you introduce Larry real quickly, and we'll give him a couple minutes to share a little bit of his background. He's known as the Candy Man in the United States. Bob, take it away.
Thanks so much, Don, and thanks for everybody for taking some time tonight to listen in. I am so grateful for you, Don, coming down and helping us out, and Dave Jordan, all the other leaders for making such a great opportunity, because I was always told you're known by the company you keep and surround yourself with great people. And that's certainly what I'm excited that Don and I have reconnected, and he's introduced me to this company and all these great people, and I'm just delighted to be surrounded by those type of leaders. And by being excited, these products are so easy to share because they get results and they emotionally impact you. And I had a gentleman that does some work on my vehicles, just a great guy, and just knew him just a little bit from working on my cars, and I gave him some coffee, talked to him a little bit. Well, sure enough, he tried it, he liked it, and then he had a great friend of 20 years and he introduced it to this gentleman named Candyman. And I'm like, okay, well, this is going to be a great opportunity to talk to somebody. He says, wait till you meet this guy. He's got a lot of experience, a super guy, and he started his living or made a great success in M&M machines across the country. So with that, I've met Larry Owenby, Candyman, and we've become really great friends in a short period of time. And he's introduced me to some more people, and it's just amazing the experiences you have with this business that opens the door for relationships.
What attracted you when you really got started here in our Valentus business?
Okay, hey Don, hey Bob. Well, first of all, I really didn't want to get in it. I've done fairly good in my lifetime. And I said, no, I don't want to do this. When Cody called me and told me he's going to meet this guy named Bob, and I said, okay, I'll meet him. Well, I met him and started talking to him, and he just kind of broke it down. I mean, just really, really broke it down. I said, okay, does it do this? Okay, does it do this? And I said, hey, can you go to my house right now? Let's go do it right now. You tell me what to do. And then I did, and then he said, I got somebody, a friend of mine, wants you to meet. He's up in Canada, and his name is Bob. I said, okay. His name is Don. I said, okay, I'll meet him. He called me. He said, hey man, I like to talk to you, Bob, and he told me a whole bunch of stuff about it. I've lost about 44 pounds, and that's helped me with a lot of parts of my life. But the one thing that he said so many gold nuggets that I was sitting there, and people were listening so much, and that one thing I said, man, I told Bob, I said, we're gonna have some people down here, but Don said, hey man, I'll come down there just for you. And I said, wow, man, just for me. I said, okay. Sure enough, he called me, I called him, I talked, he came down here, and we had a presentation, and it was absolutely phenomenally, and it was great. And one of my main things that I did, because I call the Candy Man, the thing that I've helped you, I hope y'all people in the United States have done, that little candy machine that you put a quarter in, you turn it and you get a hand full of M&Ms out. That's me. I'm the Candy Man. If you ever want to know who started it. But this here, the 44 pounds, and all I'm doing is drinking this and drinking this and drinking this and having a fantastic time with it. And I could go on and on and on. I can talk. I love talking. God's blessed me with that. But Don, I'll tell you one thing, and I know you know the people that did. That was in our meeting this week, and they come up to me and those country boys, and he said, Candy Man, there's no doubt in my mind, if that man can do it, and it's a compliment, if that man can do it, I know we can do it. And I said, yeah, we can. So I just want to say hello. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing y'all real soon, like Big Zero on top of all the major beaches. Thank you, Don.
Thank you. Star 6, just love hearing your passion. Bob, thank you for chiming in. We're going to switch our hat a little bit here and get into the final stages of our call. Bob, great seeing you the last couple of days, my friend, and we'll see you again soon. So this is the story. You have these great people that are being attracted that I met 20 years ago who are leading me to other people that they didn't even know that suddenly 20 years before it had great success in other ventures, and we're attracting a massive of individuals to this company. Why? Because we have a great story, we have a great product, we have a great company, it's financially backed and step-free, and we are able to help others dream again. And that's what I love about Valentus. We do it in a way that has got a compensation plan that is absolutely incredible. I want to touch on that right now, but before I do that, I want to give all of you a chance to write down some dates. September 21st to the 23rd in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. You will probably have the time of your life in a celebration, but you'll be able to go there and learn all you can and earn while you're learning in our great Emerald Summit event. So you need to be Emerald and above to attend, and I will tell you it'll be worth your while. Those of you that can make it on the 21st to the 23rd of September in Palm Beach Garden, Florida. We have a PGA event booked, the entire facility. It's going to be incredible. We have some world-class speakers and a number of different trainers that will get you on the road to success right out of the gate. Okay, so I wanted to make sure I got that date out for all of you. And by the way, on the 24th of this month, Dave Jordan will be coming to a regional event in Western Canada in Langley, BC. My wife and I will be there speaking as amongst another great group of diamonds that will help and train on the 24th of June. Now, let's talk about our compensation plan and why Valentus, why now, and why we're attracting so many great people. We have a number of different categories that you can earn money on, but you know what? In traditional networking business, most people are in competition with each other. You go so wide, you're sponsoring people, and you don't build teams. And what I love about Valentus is we're a team building all the time. Yeah, there's a retail component off of the websites for us in Canada where we can point, click, and share, and people buy product. It's shipped in from the United States to our Canadian customers. That's great. In the U.S., you can sell it, collect the money. That's awesome too. But we have a fast start that's paid every week. Every Friday you can get a fast start bonus, and you don't have to be anybody in particular in terms of a level to earn a fast start. And as Sean Hildebrand said on his live today, hey, for the cost of a pizza, you can start a business. For $20, you can be in business up and running and have tax deductions like any other business, as he's described in some of his live videos. So I wanted you to know how easy it is to get started. A one-time $20 activation fee, and we give you websites that those sites are attached to your bank account. You tell which bank account you want your deposits to go to, and when you introduce somebody to the program, you get paid a fast start every Friday off of that purchase. Now, we have something called a coded bonus for those of you that step up to the Builder Pack level, which is the $4.99, but I want you to know you can get in where you fit in, so we will let you upgrade at any time, and what's really cool is when you upgrade, your sponsor will get paid fast starts on the upgrade path. Now, the legacy code is a second $100 payment, so imagine this. Off of a 400 business volume package, we pay out 50%, which is $200 US on the 400 business volume of a $4.99 business builder. Ask your sponsor about that, but I love that margin. In business today, to say you can get paid 50% of the business volume generated is incredible. And that's what happens when you code yourself in bonus land, which means you've brought in 3 business builders and now you're coded bonus. Here's another thing. We reward you for helping others succeed. We call it a matching bonus. I like to call it the you can't quit bonus. I heard that from a diamond in our business called Peter Weems. Think about this. If I help you make money and you build 2 teams and you get a check, I get a percentage of that check. And as you help your team and your team helps other teams, we get a percentage up to 7 levels of generation pay called a matching bonus, helping others succeed. Isn't that the way business should be done today? Those that open the door get rewarded for the door that was open. And that's what I love about this network industry. It is a better way because it rewards people for building strong teams, not being a lone wolf, not being somebody that says it's all about me. If you think it's all about you folks and you're on this call, you're in the wrong space. It's all about the people that you entrust that trust you and believe in you. If you help them, you will be succeeding here and you will get a matching bonus on what they earn. Now, we also allow you and give you an opportunity to build 2 teams if you want to. You see, the first 3 code and bonuses I talked about had nothing to do with building 2 teams. Had everything to do with you just sponsoring somebody and them sponsoring other people. You get rewarded for that. But the dual team bonus is when you truly are ready and you're absolutely on the target to build that second team and teach and train and duplicate, because that's the key to our business, is keep it simple and duplicate. That second team will earn you $20 on what we call a cycle, and it can happen every day, every hour, every minute. And for every 200 BV on one side and 100 BV on the other, from all of the team, from everybody that's supporting it, you can earn a cycle bonus. And that pays, believe it or not, up to $100,000 US per week in our dual team strategy. That's, of course, at the top of our plan, but again, get back to the person who invited you. Now, that's all weekly bonuses, folks. Every week, your phone goes off with a little ding on a Friday and you get paid. Fast starts, legacy codes, matching bonus, and a dual team structure bonus of 20% of the lesser team that's being generated in your dual team structure. We also have monthly bonuses for a car business, carpool type bonus, and we have a pool bonus where they put 1% of the company volume into a pool, and they pay it out to the people that earned it in a share pool. Again, get back to the person that invited you on this call, and I encourage you to position yourself tonight, leapfrog those that are still on the fence, not quite sure, and get ready to be able to be on the time of your life. I always like to say each of us needs all of us, and we do this as a team culture everywhere we go. Yesterday in Asheville, there was 3 people in the Ellison's group. I loved chatting with them. I loved their accents. They loved my accent. And together we joined forces and said we can bring North Carolina to a real serious home run here. And you know what, folks? I was in Florida 2 weeks ago with Corey Johnson, and there was, 35 or 40 people that were listening to us speak, and I kept thinking to myself, there's 18 million people in the state of Florida. Where are you? Let's go get them and let's help you. Well, I landed into Chicago today. How many millions there? And they don't even know what we're doing yet. That's the opportunity you have in Valentus. So get ready. Here we go, folks. I thank you for listening to me tonight. I hope you got something out of this call. And all I want to say to everybody on this call is trust your instincts. You're in the right place at the right time. Dave Jordan's got all of your backs, and we're looking forward to meeting you all in person over the next number of years. God bless everybody, and take care. All the best. Happy weekend on the way here. Bye-bye.